Wow.
Yeah, man. 21 years, man. I remember.
21 years?
Yeah, I mean, we first started rapping. Remember, you used to have a big old tape box.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you
yeah.
put one tape
The
on
big
one
old
side,
boom
and the tape,
box.
you know what I mean? You hit, you know what I mean, play on that side, and it play the instrumental, and you hit record, and you plug your mic in, and you rap.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's when we started, you know what I mean? Yeah.
The Radio Raheem radio.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Julie Fulcher is the real estate agent for you. Contact Julie Fulcher at WeSellCaliforniaHomes.com or call 559-905-7386. Selecting for the best employee or boss? Make an informed decision. Learn more at TeamPlayerHR.com.
Are you looking for a home to buy or have a home to sell?
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Records, boss, business, entertainment. Big homie told me in a dice game. Half heart, half money, bet that 10 of folks scared. Go to church and while you win the game, I bet the fit and Joe, I can't be
Hey, world.
like a scandal. That's been broke niggas up all
This
money.
is Big League, CEO of Flawless Production Group. And I'm bringing to you today, Fresno Reaching Out. And my guest is going to be tonight, California Reese, Pastor Pointer of the Fresno Street Saints, and Joby Jones of the Fresno Street Saints. We just here to enlighten everyone about what we do in the community and how far we been, and where are we trying to go. Since today it's Black History Month, I would like to shed a light on a subject about the Tulsa race riots, where it was formerly called Black Wall Street. The Tulsa race riot was a large-scale, racially motivated conflict on May 31st to June 1st, 1921, in which a group of whites attacked the black community of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and results in the Greenville district, also known as the Black Wall Street, and it was the wealthiest black community in the United States being burned down to the ground. It was 16 hours of assault. It was more than 800 people was admitted to the local white hospitals with injuries. Two black hospitals was burned down, and the police arrested and detained more than 6,000 blacks in Greenville district residents at 3 local faculties. And an estimated 10,000 blacks were left homeless, and 35 city blocks composed of 1,256 residents were destroyed by fire, resulting in over 26 million in damages. The official count of the dead by the Oklahoma Department of Vital Statistics was 39, but other estimates of black faculties fatalities were from 55 to about 300. So now, since this Black History Month, You know, they were saying they have us thinking that we wasn't never trying to do something in the where that we shows unity, and we were. And so before they come and destroy, not saying nothing that's bad against whites, but back in those days, you know, they treated us unfairly. And now, since our ancestors like Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, W.E.B. Du Bois, and a lot others ran the Underground Railroad, made it kind of easier for us to maintain what we doing with the help of whites, because all whites wasn't bad. Some whites died in the struggle with the blacks. So I just wanted to touch on that subject because, you know, all you younger cats out there thinking that y'all have to be in a situation that you in, and you ain't. If you just follow the right protocol and pick up the dynamics of what you're doing, then everything will be all right. But first you have to trust in God through Jesus Christ. And then that way, maybe some things will work out for you. You can't say it's not working if you're not working it. Because in my life, he's been workable, and I've been using him, and he's been using me, and we just been doing things hand to hand. So I would first like to say thank God through Jesus Christ for putting me on a platform like this so I can enlighten some of them youngsters out there and put something on their mind other than
violence and
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because me and this guy, Valley Reese.
Yeah, you can just call me Reese.
Yeah, me and this guy, California Reese, we made a lot of things, we made a lot of corrupt things look good out here. And now that I'm on this platform, now I'm going to make a lot of positive things look just the way it is.
We rebuilding right now. You don't mind me cutting you off. We rebuilding right now. And the situation we in, and we ain't the only ones in it. We just gonna face it like that. We ain't the only ones in it. We've been through a lot. We could talk about ourselves, but this I want everyone to feel that, you know, if you ain't got nobody, or you having a hard time, or you confused, you ain't in it by yourself. It's positive in everything you can do. It's somebody that's gonna forgive you for what you do. So, you know, and that's what this program is for. It's for those ones that ain't got nowhere, that got their back against the wall, and society and poverty and hunger is your best friend. I'm here to say, man, it's another way out. It's another way out. It ain't got to be about what you think it's about or what you've been doing. It's never too late to change. And this man right here, I didn't watch him for so long. I didn't have to do no choice but do right. And I ain't gonna talk about myself, but I wasn't the apple that fall from the tree. I was the rotten apple. And, you know, on that note, I just had to say something, hitting on what my boy was talking about, because we're here to inspire, not expire, you feel me? So, yeah, we can talk about that.
Yes, Valley Reese. Since this Black History Month, I was wondering, who inspired you to do the things that you do in the community?
Well, man, I was an early teenager when I found out, you know, what was cool. Same thing to everybody, 10, 11, from young boys to, man, 8 to 12. You're gonna find out who your role model want to be. Man, you know, I was raised on the west side, Fresno, and, you know, people like I'm gonna say MCJ, you know, because he changed his life. I look up to him too. You know, some other local rappers, Insane, They went by that then. Same D-Mac. I listened to them as, man, I was a kid. And it wasn't all positive, but it was what I understood. You know what I mean? Every Fresno, I'm going to stop naming names. Everybody from Fresno that's being about what you're saying and that love hip-hop music, keep doing it. But we got a chance to change hip-hop. It ain't all got to be negative. It ain't all got to be about destruction. When you hold a mic to your hand, you got a chance to change somebody's life. You know, so just be careful what you say on the mic, man. There's a lot of black lives out there just being destroyed. You know what I mean? MC, if you want to be an MC, it's the master of ceremonies. So it was a ceremony. Ask yourself. It's self-explanatory. So be an MC, you got people ears in your hands. So be careful what we talking about, because it ain't got to be all about just BS and negative. You know what I mean? It might sound good, but at the end of the day, you want your kids listening to that.
What I don't understand, California Reese, is I know people have different crafts and stuff like that, but when you talking about vulgar language and disrespecting of the women and calling people out their name, you know, I promote music, but I want to promote good music. I want to promote the music that grandma and grandpa can listen to. You know,
that's a good question, man. On that note, everybody feel personally different about it, and I can lean both ways. It's good and it's bad, because you can have an artist that's cussing and expressing itself in negative ways, and you feel his vibe. Like for instance, Tupac, Dear Mama. He said some cuss words in that song, but everybody love it.
Yes.
So it goes on the artist and how you promote yourself in that song. I'm not saying I promote cussing and vulgar language. I'm accepting it if you got a good topic and subject to follow that with.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my answer on that. I don't like hearing cuss words every 7 minutes with no topic either. So.
But yeah, not to cut you off though, Reese, but Tupac came with a song called Changes. To where then he came out with another song called Brenda Had a Baby.
Yeah.
Then he came up with another song called it was one of those, it was Gotta Keep Your Head Up. And on that song right there, it really touched me, and because I'm used to that trapped, and you got me trapped and all that, strictly for my
my circle of people.
Yeah, strictly for my circle of people. But so I just wanna ask you, Reese, how long you been rapping? How long you been MCing?
I've been watching hip hop artists since the early 90s. I probably wrote my first rhyme in like 97, 98.
97,
I actually sat down and wrote my first rhyme, 16 bars, about 97, 98. That's about 20 years, 19 years.
Yeah, you know, doing some of that, I was right with you. You know?
Yeah.
And he used to be called A1, the alias one.
Real. Got Test the Show.
Yeah. And so, me and this brother, we go way back.
Like the fifth on the Cadillac, like the whistle on the bill, man.
Yeah, I grew this young champ up right here. You know, at first, you know, like he said, we don't really like shedding our name in a negative light. But once before, we was negative. You know, I don't want to glorify that to nobody because because of the way the world is now. So I want to ask you another question, California Reese. Who have you worked with? Who have you worked with in the game?
Man, I done worked with a couple cats. Let's start off on working with now. Hands Down Entertainment, Crucial in the building. Quarter Spoon at the Sacramento. My boy Hog in the building. Man, I'm feeling Germ music right now, man. It's Team Germ right now. I love to do another song with Germ, man. And Lil Cool Nut, I'm digging his music right now too. So if Cool Nut, you hear this, get at me, man. Yeah, it's me, California Reach, man. If me and Ed Nut can get a song together, then it'd be G2. You know what I mean? MCJ, man. You know what I mean? If I can get a song with you too, we've been knowing each other for years, man. You know what I mean? The MC. Mac the MC, if we can get together and do something, man, and squash everything, we can do a song together. I wouldn't mind messing with Syrup, of course, Planet of the Asia, Shake the Mayor. Them two, you know, they've been blowing up the valley, you know what I mean? Heads up for them doing their thing down out there, you know what I mean? Anybody black topping, I'm going to put that out there. Anybody black topping, I wouldn't mind jumping on that and ASAP for free. It's on me, man, and that's about it, man. My circle kind of small, but I love Fresno, and if you want me on your stuff, then hit me up, man, and let's promote Valley together, man. California Reach, man. My boy Lee, I'm reaching out Fresno. Let's do what we got to do to put us on.
Yeah, okay. Well, tell them how to reach you.
AMOB81, man. Gmail.com. Just how you say it, how it is, man.
That's the way it is.
Straight like that.
Yeah, I want to give a couple of shout out to the homie Do Shitty,
Straight.
to my brother L, to Jerry and Jermaine.
Let's get AWOL a shout out.
It's an AWOL.
Yeah, I mean.
Free AWOL. You know?
AJ, shout out to AJ.
Yeah, we finna go to this commercial, and we'll be right back.
Man, y'all just made you a hit, man. This shit gon' blow. Hell yeah, man. You need to come down. Yeah, man. You need to come down, man. Come here to this G, man. We gon' blow up this. Alright.
Yeah, it's toner. Anything I put my mind to before I did it, nigga. I put my mind to this, so you know I gotta do it, nigga. This rap shit gon' blow. Yeah, my nigga, man, this rap shit gon' go. And all the niggas who died anyway back before, y'all the niggas that nigga really do it for. I play no games, no Madden, no Call of Duty though. Every day a nigga only fucking you me though. And every day I hit him, man, they hit the studio. And every day I do a motherfucking future though. I mean the future though. I should've been the baller, but I had to sneak it up. But I chose to rap, so I spit this heat it up. Already took over that trap shit, so now I gotta show the niggas I'm beastin' in this rap shit. This rap shit gon' go. 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 Anything I put my mind to before I did it, nigga. I put my mind to this, so I gotta do it, nigga.
I know I'm a star, hoes who we are. Put up to the bar and got ready to car. This rap shit gotta blow up and it don't go. I'm still being alive, I'm beating hoes. Getting money is the mission, we trippin'. With the bullshit, fuck Scottie Pippen. In the studio every day, we sippin'. Making this every day, we ain't never missing. One day the rap shit gon' go. I know it's my time and your clock saying no. Better do it on it than I had to do it. Whether I make it out the music, yeah, I still gon' move it.
This rap shit gon' go. 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 Anything I put my mind to before I did it, nigga. I put my mind to this, so you know I gotta do it, nigga.
blogtalk.com.
Yeah, that was Tona, the owner,
That was a nice song right there.
called Gon' Blow.
I like that joint.
Yeah, me and Tona, we have something. We just in the discussion stages right now to where we're gonna put something down in the future. I'm gonna be working with these cats that's got this good music, and we're just gonna push. We're just gonna push for Fresno, you know. And if it get out of Fresno, then you know we willing to travel. We willing to travel out of through the. We willing to travel through the Central Valley to just to get things out, you know. And today, California Reese
Right.
I wanted him to perform for me, but he don't have any material right now. So my next show on the 25th of this month, he's gonna come and bless Fresno Reaching Out with a
I'm gonna write something
performance.
new. It's gonna be new for y'all since I was lacking today. Bring something new, fresh, probably something for the summer. It's cold. It's the middle of the winter, but you know we got good weather. It's crazy weather in Fresno, so I'm gonna write me a summer cut and perform it for y'all for the valley, and you know do our thing here. And this program, man, it's a positive thing. And whoever listening out there, man, listening every week, let's get how many people we can in the Central Valley to come and support us and do what we do. It's Black History Month, so of course we'll expect a bigger black audience, but we want a multi-audience. You know, with the melting pot, it's the valley. Everything is here. You know, we got every race, religion is here, and we can all just come together and have one thing that we can agree on, and let this reaching out be it. You know, he got some people behind him. You know, his boy Rod helping. You know, he's a big help. I can work with him anytime on calls. It's good. You know, this is a good program. So y'all, let's mess with it.
Yeah,
Mess with it. Log in weekly, man.
Yeah, log in to Fresno Reaching Out, because I'm reaching out not just to Fresno and the Central Valley. I'm reaching out to the whole world too also, so that way whoever out there is feeling unconcerned about anything that you feeling, you know. That's what I'm here for. You can call in and you can even make up a title for the next show, however you feeling.
You want to support?
I want to touch on the basis to make people feel good, you know. So, California Reese, do you have any shout outs that you wanna share?
Shout outs. I'm gonna tell you a story of my shout outs, man. I've been down and out, came back up. I'm feeling good. I came from nothing and became something. So, you know, the adult schools in Fresno, good programs. Pops programs, good programs. Hit Sunset up, Frank White up, Frank Age up. You really go in there and talk to the people. You need a way out. And this is in our community. Ivy Center, it's in our community. And there's brothers and sisters in there like me waiting, literally waiting for you brothers and sisters to come in there and holler at us about anything. Anything. We're going to make the West Side a safe haven no matter what they say about us. We ain't got to be what they say. We got brothers and sisters out here in our community waiting to turn it around and have positive things that come and positive things that go, man, in our community. So, you know, shout outs to everybody that's positive. Do your thing, and let's get this Fresno Reaching Out thing together and push forward.
I would like to say thank you, California Reese, for coming and blessing my show, man.
Man, you know, we go back like a kickstand on the back, man.
You know, and I'm glad that I had a chance to really change my life. And so some of the homies can see us see me in a whole new light, you know, because once before I was in the dark, now I'm in the light, and you know what things do in the light, it shines.
Right.
So I would like to say again, thank you, man, for coming.
Family
Blessing
forever,
my
man.
soul.
Family forever.
All right,
Don't worry
thank
about
you.
it. Anytime.
Text message. That's what you gonna do? Hat to the back. Text message. Hat to the back, sitting in the front of the class. Pure disrespect. Am I boring you? You want to teach a class? In fact, you think you could do better? You want to teach a class? You think you could do better? So come on then. So come on then. Subject. What's the subject? Hello class. Today, hello class.
About swagger. Today, we're gonna learn about swagger. Teach you how to keep your swag on a million right now.
Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million, swag on a million. Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million, swag on a million. Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million, billion, trillion. Swag on a million.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hey, hello world. This is Big Leroy Major from Flawless Promotion Group, and I am also a Fresno Street Saints. And I have two staff members here with me today. That's Lee A. Pointer and Joby Jones. So, how you guys feeling today?
I feel good, man. Yeah. Finished Bible study, so we good, man.
Yeah. On Thursday night, Joby conducts a Bible studies at the Sunset Center, and Pastor Pointer, your Bible studies on Wednesday night, right?
Wednesday night.
At Bethlehem Church. And I want to ask you a series of questions. Starting with you, Pastor Pointer, what Black history mogul inspired you to do the things that you does in the community?
What mogul?
What Black history hero?
Has to be Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Okay, and you, Joby, you same question.
Yeah, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, it's Martin Luther King Jr. He, I mean, as a little kid, I remember watching this on his birthday all the time. Watching this movie, man. You know, 3-hour series, and I remember when he got killed and everything. I took that stuff personal, seeing a strong young man, Black man, you know, standing up for righteousness, ain't out there in the mix, but standing up for something, man, getting killed like that. Yeah. So I remember one time he got killed. When I first seen it, he got killed. So I started crying. Mm-hmm. And my mom was like, hey, I ain't gonna let you watch this show if you're gonna be crying, you know what I mean? So I had to understood that this brother died for something, so it kind of hurt me, you know what I mean? So now when I look around and I see what's going on in the community, man, he stood for something. So why? We got to stand for something too, because what he stood for was bringing everybody together and handling it the right way. You know what I mean? So me myself, I feel if we don't do it, if we don't stand up as men and women who've been there, done that, then how it's gonna get done? So and he had in the method he used, nonviolence. You know what I mean? But standing up for and saying, hey, we're not gonna take this the way y'all doing this, and we're not gonna fight with y'all, but we gonna resist y'all. You know what I mean?
Use our minds to whoop y'all.
And your mind is greater than a sword any day.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I like the fact that the scripture where it talks about turning the other cheek. He exemplified that like nobody else ever did. You know what I mean? I mean, if we would look at that model, you know, we wouldn't have gotten as much violence as we actually did, you know, by, you know, seeing someone actually do that. You know, he actually done that. He actually, when they hit him one side, he turned the other cheek, you know. That's what sold me. I mean, it's just, because all we want to do is rebel when somebody hit us, right?
Yeah.
But he did just what Christ done, man. Exactly what he did. So
yeah,
that's my inspiration too.
And who inspired me was Booker T. Washington, because he was like an educator and a helping activists. And why I say that, because this guy, he helped over 200-300 African Americans to get over what they was going through, you know, not just on the educational side. He helped them out with life situations, and he was born a slave. And from when he was born a slave, he didn't have the slave mindset, and so by him caring about others, and so I think that's where I get my inspiration from the education.
Yeah, that's good.
Because when I 5 years ago, I was all messed up. Then when I got on Facebook, I seen Minister Joby Jones. He was banging for Christ.
That's right.
And I was like, banging for Christ. Who is this cat with banging for Christ? And found out it was my best friend from high school, Joby Jones. And so I'm all messed up, and I'm like, man, this guy right here pretty much got things working out for him. You know, and so I told myself, if for me to hang out with this guy now, I have to get over some of the discrepancies that I was going through. So I got over them discrepancies. Then I reached out to the brother, not even sure where the direction that I wanted to go yet. And when me and Joey had that first talk, he let me know, what is your purpose? He asked me, what is your purpose? I never knew that you had to have a purpose. And so Joby, and at the time, Pastor Pointer was telling me, you have to lean toward Jesus Christ and He will give you your purpose. And so I leaned towards, within the 5 years, you know, it been good and bad. My mom passed away, and Joby came and prayed over my mama, and Pastor Pointer did the funeral service. And so, you know, then it was some good come out of that, because I had to step up and be the man that I was always promised to be. And then, like 3 weeks after she died, that voice came. What is your purpose? And so I was like, well, my purpose is to help people, you know. But I found the purpose, but didn't know who was going to help me out with this purpose that I was serving. And so I was like, I'm going running crazy, running wild, to just chasing down people just to help me. And that wasn't the right thing to do. And God, through Jesus Christ, has showed me where I need to go. And when Joby went over there to the Sunset Center, Joby called me on, and I was like, that's the first day of my life that I can really feel that I really felt relief, because somebody thought about me helping them. So I don't want to make this about me. I want to make this about the guest that's here, blessing my show. Now, Pastor Pointer, how long you been preaching and doing your ministry?
I started preaching in 1985 right there at St. Joseph's Church under Pastor Adams, and I've been preaching ever since. Pastored 3 churches. This is my 3rd church that I pastored at Bethlehem. And, you know, I just had to redeem some time. You know, I've spent a whole lot of time selling drugs, doing things I wasn't supposed to do, right? So now trying to make it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So my heart is in the community, and I thank God for the opportunity to come on your show and just express. God is good.
Yeah, he's real good.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, what other pastors have you been in contact with and to help you further your ministry?
Well, I'm excited today because I have the Lord birthed in my spirit a West Side pastor cluster, and so we have 7, sometimes 8 guys, frequenting the prayer every Wednesday from 8 to 9, and God doing some awesome things through prayer. Also, I pray up on High Park Hill every Wednesday at 12:30. So I'm spending a lot of time with in prayer and just expecting.
Yeah.
Bible. One of my favorite sayings is if you expect it, the devil can't take it.
Yeah.
It's like when I was little, my parents told me they're gonna get me something, right? And so I sit on the porch and wait for them to come home, right? And somebody walked by and said, well, I'm waiting for my parents. They're gonna bring me stuff,
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna bring. Oh, yes, there is. I know there is, right? I'm expecting it. You know what I mean? So we have to expect things from the Lord. If you, so you be willing and obedient, you eat the good of the land. But then there's a condition there, right? You got to be willing and obedient. If you be willing and obedient, then the scripture say you eat the good of the land. You can't eat the good of the land until you're willing and obedient.
Yeah.
So God is good.
God is good.
Yeah, God is awesome.
Yeah. When I come back from commercial, I want to give Joby Jones the opportunity for an interview. So go to commercial.
Thinking about success, not put money on my mind. Dedicated to this grind, I vow on my son. I vow on my son. If I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for somebody else. Kate off myself, pockets full of narcotics, but no wealth. Never alone, got the cannon on the belt. And if you thinking I won't pull it, you're sadly mistaken. I bring the thunder like rain, standing on the curb till a nigga rent paid. Police on a nigga bumper like a toupee. I'm in the struggle, no quicksand. I can show you niggas how to up it up in grams. Mac, May, TC, been the clan. I fell in love with rapping when I stepped out the can.
Success is hard work and dedication. While you sitting on your ass, my nigga can't be waiting. We out here paper chasing. We out here paper chasing. You got it, my time's getting rough. You got it, get to youngsters and learn that we out here paper chasing. You gotta be out here paper chasing. Why you hating? Nigga, that's a wicked motion, man. Cause a nigga trying to eat you, better get a plate.
Live, Fresno Reaching Out with the Fresno Street Saints staff. Joby Jones, how long you been preaching?
Preaching, I've been preaching about 4 years. I'm kind of new to this, as they would say. But I love it. You know what I mean? That's the time that I feel whole. You know what I mean? That's when I know when I'm really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Cause man, ain't nothing like being in the presence of God. Ain't nothing like allowing God to use you for His glory. So, man, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. You seen, you seen, you've been there. You seen my walk. You know what I mean? So I just thank God, and by the grace of God, I am what I am. You know what I mean? And what He's brought us through, and what He's delivered me from, all that comes out of the message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just thank God that He gave me something to talk about other than myself. You know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I went to both of y'all church, and y'all hold a very strong message. And like I told you, Joby, man, I done went to 12 to 13 churches.
Right.
And when I entered your church, you when you speak, you put tears in my eyes. It's like you is talking like directly and towards me. You talking directly to me, but you're not. But the things that you saying, it touched me in a strong way. And so, Pastor Pointer, he just like the OG. You know, he's just like the father. He's just like the father. He goes, this is what it is, and this is what it takes to get it. It's up to you to get it. And so, and that's how we have to be today to these youngsters coming up now. Because, like you said, if we don't do it, who else going to do it?
And hit on that point, both are needed. You know what I mean? Because mine is, like you know, ain't nobody gave me nothing.
Yeah.
I fought tooth and nail for everything. You know what I mean? So that come out. That's where the passion and the heart coming from. The same thing that we have to struggle and go through in the world. Sometimes when you come to the church, that same struggle and fight is there. So I had to push them through. They were trying to put their feet on my neck, trying to keep me out the doors. But if God before you, I don't care about nothing else. If God before you, who can be against you?
Yes, sir.
And so anytime somebody rose up against what God was doing in my life, I already knew who that was. That was an enemy. You know what I mean? So I know what it takes to get to where you're supposed to be. He know because he got experience, been there, done that, seasoned vet in this. So I'm trying to tell, I'm gonna guide you and show you, and it boils down to the same thing. You gotta want it.
Yeah.
If I mean, the door is open. You gotta walk through the door though. You know what I mean? And when you go through that door, make your presence be known, make your presence be felt. All I have is what God has given me. If God didn't give it to me, I don't even want it. I don't even want it because I already know it's going to be drama and nonsense coming with that. So I thank God for what He has and what He has given to me, man. Leroy, you know, we been through. We went to high school together. We went through all that.
Man, we've been through the trenches.
Right.
The fire.
Right. And look where we at now. You got us on TV right now. You got us on TV right now.
Man, we shining, man.
And all because we allowed, we said, look, and this is what people in the streets are afraid to do. They're afraid to put that bag down. They're afraid to put that gun down and do something right. The same fame, the same glory, the same happiness, the same joy you're looking for out there in the world, it's over here, man.
No comparison.
Yeah,
It's over here. And you can sleep good at night.
Yeah, you can.
I'm glad I ain't got to worry about the police kicking in my door. I can sleep. I got a woman who loves me. I got kids who love me. They ain't worried about when daddy coming home and you ain't got to tell them that story. Oh, he went to the store. Well, when he come back, he been at the store 10 years.
Man.
you see what I'm saying? So I thank God for what I am now. I thank God for everything He did.
Yeah.
My life ain't perfect, so don't, you know what I mean? Because we have those struggles, but He putting all the pieces in place. And if you just let God, He gonna make the crooked places straight.
Absolutely.
So as long as you allow Him to do that, man, I mean, how we gonna lose? How we gonna lose? That's a promise.
Yeah, that's
Man, if God be for you.
So, you have a couple events coming up in April. Would you like to touch on them?
Yeah, okay. We're working on the 3-on-3 basketball tournament right now. We still got a couple more pieces to get together, but that's what we doing April 9th we want to do. And that's for elementary, middle school, high school, adults. Anybody that think they can play some ball, come on now. We're going to do it downtown at the library. And then the big one we having is the Walk for Peace out there at Woodward Park. And that's going to be the following week, which will be April 19th. And that's a blessing. Just people coming out, y'all coming together. We're trying to get sponsors donators. We got people like EOC working close with us. We got a couple churches that they finna bring out. We got the school finna come out. Some of the teachers from Gaston Middle School finna come out. So it's a beautiful thing coming. Some of the kids say they coming. You know what I mean? The kids is free, 14 and under, I think. So it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Just see it coming together for a purpose. You know, we can come together for some nonsense. We can come together for a funeral. Let's come together for a reason, for some good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to get together, promise.
Or we can come together. Or we can come together.
Yeah. It'll be a great draw.
Well, we usually come together is on barbecues.
The barbecues, yeah. You know what I mean?
But then we can't. Like I said, I did a story on the Tulsa race ride, where I won't say white people, I just say people, where people confuse our mind into the state to where that we believe that we can unify and come together as one.
So,
but
and let me tell you on that, just not even trying to overstep you.
Yeah.
But when we do our events, we don't have no police presence there.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it about 2-3 years. Not just to say, you know what I mean, but we can get 300-400 people from the streets, gang members, everything.
It's quite an accomplishment.
And had no nonsense, no drama, no fights. Hey, not even an argument. And so we did that a couple times at Sunset. Then the last time we did at the Water Tower. I mean, it was people everywhere.
Then you did a couple of times at the Hen Center.
Yeah, and at the Hen Center, no nonsense, no drama, because everybody that comes know what it's for, and because their mindset is already on one thing. See, that's the thing. If all our mindset is on the same page, if we all thinking one thing, can't nobody cause no confusion, can't no drama be there because we know why we here, and that's what people do. If we divide you though, if we get you divided, then we can tear everything down when we come together. But if all our minds and all our hearts is on one accord, the Bible will teach you that.
Yeah.
When our hearts and our mind was on one accord, the church grew. Everybody was blessed.
Yes,
so if a people, we get our hearts and minds on the same page, we can do anything, man.
Because we got I know 15 to 20 staff members and came from the gang, you know, and I talk to these brothers hand in hand every day, and so what you hear out there that's negative, don't believe that, because you have your own mind and your own heart. You able to make a decision based on how it's going to better yourself. And you know, these the minister and the pastor, and I'm just the statue of the word. I'm just a messenger, and we can't, certain things that we can help you with, but just like Pastor Minister Jody said, if you don't want it, you're not going to get it. And so we can beat it into you, and we can talk it to you until our face turn blue. But if you don't apply it, what the tools that we giving you, then our face is going to turn blue. And when 9 times out of 10, when our face turn blue, not jinking you or setting you in a bad light, but it's just how it is. Something gonna happen to you, and just like in the Bible, it's some people get blessings, but then when they listen to what God said, God hit them with the hammer. You know what I mean?
What you saw.
And it just meant for people to get hit with the hammer. You know what I mean? I'm tired of getting hit upside my head with the hammer. You know what I mean? And so,
that's right.
So now I made it a way so where my bed is soft now. You know, I don't have no worries when I go to sleep. You know, and I want to thank God, but then I want to thank my supporting cast for when I'm feeling down and doing stuff and acting like Leroy. These the guys the Fresno Street Saints keep me in check. And so, but I already have a mental standpoint to where I motivate myself, and I'm my worstest chastiser, other than God, because He see all the bad things I do, He see all the good things I do. I was thinking at first that it wasn't nobody watching, but God's watching every step you make and every mistake you make, and He'll help you. He will help you if you want Him to help you. But if you don't let go of some of the stuff that's causing you to go another way, then you know that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? And I would like to say thank you to Joby Jones
No problem,
and Mr. Lee A. Pointer
bless you,
for
man.
coming to bless my show. And I want to ask you guys, how can they reach you, Lee A. Pointer?
Well, reach me over at the Sunset Center. I'll be there from 9 to 12. And over at Bigby Villa, feeding the kids from 3 to 5. Or you can reach me at the church, which is 141 East Cavlin. That's off Walnut. Or you can reach me with First Minute Promise. And we do the block parties, and so I'm not hard to find. We're endeavoring to do a big fundraiser, and we're going to need donations. We're going to need people to participate. And so we will be talking to the community and organizations, businesses, and things like that. So just keep us in your prayers, because we want to raise some discretionary funds so that we can further our ministries and the after-school programs. You know, we have after-school programs at Bigby Villa, Martin Luther King, Westgate Apartments, and Sunset Center. So, and we're getting ready to start one at the church that I pastor. So, we need contributions. We need people to support us and help us out in that area. So, you can reach me by phone at 559-790-7249, or you can email me at MAG, which is magnificent, spiritual, the number 7, at yahoo.com. So that's MAG, the word spiritual, the number 7, at yahoo.com.
Yes, I would like to ask Joby Jones, how could they reach you, Mr. Joby Jones?
First, you can meet me Sundays mornings at Sunset, Grace and Truth Missionary Baptist Church. Start at 11:15. That'd be first place. But then you can also reach me at Stop the Violence Fresno. One thing I also do. You can catch me all day at Gaston Middle School. I work up there helping the kids out. We got an after-school club up there. You can Facebook, Minister Joby Jones or Preacher Joby Jones. Then you can also catch my phone number, 559-519-5952. If you want to help us out in any one of these areas, Stop the Violence, volunteering or whatever, showing up, just coming to the after-school club, speaking to some of the kids. We do things Saturdays, grief share at Sunset also. So, we just trying to make a difference, trying to help. Email is jjones97@sbcglobal.net. So, and then you can also ask Leroy just to text me or call me or something.
Yeah, ask me. I know where they all at. Yeah. I would like to say thank you guys. Really.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you for having us.
This has been a really spiritual moment for me.
Beautiful.
And I would like to say my show is winding down now to the end. And I would like to say love you, respect you, encourage you to motivate others.
Awesome.
Thank you, and God bless you.
All right.
That was good.
CentralValleyTalk.com.